Hello everyone, my name is Srinivas and I'll be walking through you our UI demo. So this is our app and this is currently our homepage. So as you can see, there is a persistent navigation bar which a person can use to navigate between different tabs. So basically you can tell in health, meds, calendars, emergency contacts, etc. So this is a UI. So we kept our UI to very minimal to avoid distractions and making it easier for the person to interact. So as you can see, there are few things. For example, we have some data metrics and some quick actions that the user might use frequently, and any upcoming events in the calendar that they might have. So if you go to calendar, so we basically have a calendar feature, so you can basically click on any of them and you'll get basically what is there in today's schedule. For example, is there an appointment or is there medicines that person needs to take at particular time, etc. And if and you can even book a quick request a quick appointment with a particular doctor and reason why you want to visit. And if the doctor accepts it, then you'll probably get a time and it automatically gives you an option to just add it to calendar without much fuss. So that's how you can schedule appointments with your doctor, primary health provider. And so that is calendar. So now we can go to medication. So basically there's an event for medication. So how do you add medication? So there is a dedicated medication tab basically when in navigation bar, which shows you all the current medications that a person is under, and they can basically click on them and update all this information. So is a medication name, like what medicine are you taking, dosage, course duration, like how long do you want to take. And we have for usability purposes and for ease of use, instead of just manually typing time, we could just say is it before lunch, after lunch, because that's how many prescriptions are written. And any additional notes that okay, you need to make sure that you don't eat this before, or you have to not drink water, or like not hot water, or some other things that a person can add to their note. Which this is important because we have something called voice based reminder. So basically this is our core aspect of voice user interface. So basically on enabling this, the like instead of having a ringtone of a normal reminder, basically a voice will basically give you all the basic information. Like you need, like it'll basically, if it's enabled, it'll say that you need to take this medicine at this dosage, and any additional notes basically you add will be provided by the app. So so it's like much more personal and and it's like very distinct from random mails or spam calls that spam messages that a person might get, so that they probably won't forget about this. So after you schedule, it will basically be scheduled, and you can update all of this information, and it will basically show you have you taken or missed. Those stats are also available. So that is medication. Now we have health. We have a dedicated health tab. So this health tab is primarily focused for keeping track of your basic health metrics. So this can be changed based on health categories. So you can basically add new health categories, etc. And you can basically define whether do you want to connect it to a device, or you want to do a manually add them. Like, so manual event also might be created. Like every day you have to take a reading, like to do a BP measurement and manually add it to your app. So that option is there. And also lab, also you for example some person is diabetic and just wants to give a sample to check the sugar level. So you can just give it to a device, or like a dedicated person. They can update your update that information. Also we have a report timeline. So basically clicking on this, you basically have access to all the reports that the doctor or you want to upload in chronological order. So this is primarily for keeping record of health history of the patient. If for example the emergency and the doctor wants to know what patient you are, like what was his past history. So this is like a quick access a person like they can have. And this is easy for downloading, viewing data, etc. So this is our health. And then basically we and also there are some quick actions. For example, you can basically do an emergency call, emergency contact with a caretaker if you have some issue. Like this is just one button in the home page. or you can have voice based. This is also another aspect where we can navigate using voice. So it's like schedule medication at this time. So basically the model will interpret it and basically do that action on behalf of you. And then we have contacts where you can manage and like you can contact emergency services or a caretaker or your primary doctor. So this is arranged, this is a little different, and this is managed by our app. And this is being categorized into different fields, like primarily what a person might in a medical context would probably prefer to see. And in the settings we have accessibility features, where the person can basically set notification, contrast, font size, and privacy controls to like stop sharing. There are more finite controls in privacy data access, like which person, like who all have access to your data, filters of like in caregivers who all are there, and you can basically say like no access, daily updates, or live data, or you can just basically do a skill switch and revoke all access. And health metrics also similarly, you can stop any device that is recording or like that you don't want to add. Emergency contact is basically you can just update all the information of the primary contact or caregivers information over here, or you can import from your contacts, like add new contacts. Okay, thank you guys.